Peace, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano and welcome back to another video. If you're new to the crew, subscribe and get notified for more videos just like this. But today I'm going to be talking about this phone, and the first thing I want to say is it's pretty slept on. This is a really good phone, and well, my power just went off for a quick second. Now this phone is really slept on. It's a really good device for the money, and we're going to get into that right now. We're going to talk about first build quality. We're going to talk about cameras, which are two of the things that stand out for me, as well as overall storage and the way this this phone has a good storage and RAM as well. So we're going to talk about the performance as well as the overall user friendliness of this device and my overall experience after 48 hours. This will be the second day. Yeah, so this is the 48 hours review, and I just want to say that this phone is slept on. So let's jump into the overall build quality, shall we? So this device is really good as far as overall build quality. It does look really premium. You have like this really nice glass design that you're getting on the back of it, which I honestly do adore. I do like that. It has this, it almost is like a mixture between blue and like an emerald green. Just really beautiful color that you're getting. The cameras on here, they do remind us of some phones that we've seen this year already that have been released. And honestly, when I look at that camera, it does kind of trick me into the thinking that the phone is actually more premium than it really is. But it's actually a really cool thing, because this device, it actually has 6 gigabytes of storage. So the 6 gigabytes of storage is something that I really do like. It's got 128 gigabytes of internal storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM for memory. Now we are getting these cameras on the back of here, so we're going to get into the breakdown of those as well. It does give you all the LTE bands, so that's no issue whatsoever. I'm just trying to think of some of the questions that would be asked down in the comment section. So it does work on Metro by T-Mobile. It does work on Cricket Wireless. It does have a night mode as well. I'm trying to think of some other questions people may have, but the operating system is Android 10 and you will get updates. I do have an update on here that I actually have to upload and download, and install and import on here, but it is available through the phone automatically. No extra need of maintenance. Also, the device has 0 bloatware, meaning that it's all about Google Apps on this one. There's absolutely no ads or anything like that on this device. So it's giving you a much cleaner experience than you would see on some phones like Xiaomi, for instance, or maybe even like a Moto phone. Even though that they have like a really clean experience as well, they do have some things on top of there. This is pretty much a stock Android experience, no extra skins on top of the OS. So I really think that's awesome. Now, when it comes to the outside, it is made of a plastic material, so we are getting, you know, that glass sandwich with that nice squared off camera with a little bit of intrusion on the back. It does have a slight raise on it, but with the case that they do provide, I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. It does give you plenty of grip all around the phone as well. Now we're rocking a P60, the MediaTek chipset on here, which is 12 nanometer processing chip. Does perform really good, does game really well. You get high graphics on PUBG, Call of Duty, things like that. Asphalt 9 as well. We'll get into a gaming test later. However, the chipset for gaming is substantially fast and smooth, no lag whatsoever. I find that the Helio P60 chipset does perform very well, and this is the entry-level price point, but I consider that a mid-range flagship chipset. So it's really crazy that this entry-level phone under $200 gets that chipset. So that's actually really impressive in my opinion. Also, the 6 GB of RAM, I'm pretty surprised that they squeezed that in for a phone that's under $200. For me, I honestly haven't seen that under $200 before. Redmi usually does that at like the 200 and up, like maybe 2 to 250. They'll give you that 6 GB of RAM. I've seen it with the A series as well, but usually you would have to pay a little bit north, of 250 now. So you're getting really good storage options. Now let's talk about the display on this device. Now this is a little bit over 1080. That's why they have it listed at the 1080 plus. So you're getting HD plus, which is really cool. Now, as far as the viewing angles, it's really good. You're getting 1080 by 2310 with 390 pixels per inch on here. So definitely think that's a really good screen to look at. Also, the blacks I find on here are really dark when watching YouTube, movies, social media, everything's of that nature. Now the phone does have a 84.73 screen percentage, which is nuts. It's almost completely all screen, and that experience is really, really immersive. It's a lot bigger than the Google Pixel 4a. It's giving you a 6.4 inch. If you wanted a little bit bigger screen, it's very similar to the Google Pixel 4a screen. However, just want to let you guys know that the Google Pixel 4a does have an OLED panel, which is slightly higher quality, and that's why it has a higher price point as well. But other than that, they do also offer all the sensors on this phone: the gyro sensor, the fingerprint sensor, you get the facial recognition, accelerometer as well, GPS on here too. So they did incorporate Bluetooth 5.0, which is quite impressive because that's the latest chip when you're listening to wireless technology. Actually, they do have the Bluetooth 5.1 as well, but I definitely think that that's quite impressive that they were able to squeeze that on here. Now this does record up to 1080 30 frames per second, and they're also giving you quite a number of features on the camera for this price point. Now you're able to get macro dedicated as well, which will actually allow you to get really close in on those shots that you're taking, and you don't have to put it all the way up to it. You can have some distance between you and the shot, and it comes out really good. It's not a dead lens on here, and it's pretty useful, in real data testing. Now there is a light sensor on the bottom of here, which is almost useless, but I could see how it does help with the AI technology. You're gonna notice on certain shots, the lighting, it does seem like it was taken with a different camera. That's because they put an AI sensor on here to actually adjust some of the colors and make them appear a little bit more natural, which is kind of crazy. So in addition to that, the speakers do get plenty loud as well, and I do like that they did offer Type-C charging as well as NFC as well on this device. It's really just an overall impressive package with the inclusion. The only thing that they didn't, I did notice, is that they don't have a headphone jack on here. So I just noticed that actually right now. But they do have some type of sensor on the top of here, which I do believe is a light sensor as well. And that's pretty much the only downside, is that they don't have that headphone jack. To be completely honest, the battery is a 4,200 milliamp hour battery. Now it will get you through the whole day. Seems to have comparable performance to my Google Pixel 4a as far as the battery life, but we'll have to do more testing and just go through everything like that. But I definitely would say that as far as my overall impressions of after 48 hours, the build quality, the screen display, cameras are really good, and the phone just feels really like premium for the price that they're actually giving it on Amazon. So I'm definitely going to leave a link down below where you can actually pick up the CUBOT X30. But if you did find this video informative, useful, or helpful in any way possible, then make sure you subscribe, join the crew if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. Later, crew. Peace.